Hey guys, how you doing? This is LeVard.
Hey, how are you? My name is Byron.
Today we're going to be talking about ozone therapy and the benefits of it. A lot of people don't know about it, so we wanted to do a little discussion, just a little chat so you guys could actually see and hear what's going on with the wonderful world of ozone, because a lot of people just don't know. Brian, how do you feel about ozone? First, do you know what ozone is? Because I think a lot of people need to know what ozone is.
Yeah, basically, when you go to the basics, the foundation of ozone is basically, many people would look and say, oh, that's what protects the planet, and they're correct. But what ozone really is oxygen. It's pure oxygen. And the treatment that I've been doing for almost 3 years, it's basically just oxygenating my body, floating my body with tons of oxygen, and that's what it really is. And the oxygen flows through, and it goes and makes its effects. If you're sick, if you're fighting an infection, it goes right to the infection, and the healing begins, and you will feel it right away. It's not like when you are taking a prescription medication that you have to wait. You have to finish the bottle in order for you to start feeling well. With ozone, it's the opposite of that.
Well, my view is going to be a little bit biased because I actually taken ozone myself intravenously, and I've taken it about 30 times. And that's where we actually met. We actually met in the ozone, I won't say clinic, but the ozone spot.
Yeah, it's the healing center.
Yeah, the healing center. So for me, when I realized a lot of different things, one of the things was that ozone is very healing. It is very refreshing.
Yes,
which is interesting. It's refreshing.
It is. It really is. Especially taking in some fresh oxygen intravenously. That's deep. Yeah. It's also controversial because yes, there's been incidents, but that's incidents happen in any kind of medicine that you're practicing. If the person that's learning it doesn't do it properly, and of course you're gonna have some hiccups. That's in general. Even a brand new car can fail as soon as you pull out of the lot. It break down right there. And what are we gonna say? Perfection? No, there's no such thing as perfection. But ozone really works. It's the ultimate healing medicine that I've come across.
So just when you're saying it, it's just like a new car, anything can happen. How do we safeguard ourselves from as much damage as happening? Because if you're taking a needle, a lot of people are scared of that. A lot of people are scared of it, and it can look frightening, and that would actually stop people from actually trying it. Basically, the ozone treatment that we take is, it goes straight into the blood. Yes. It goes straight into the blood, and it works on killing bacteria, fungus, parasites, anything that is adverse to your health. Yes. And it does it over time, and it actually makes sure that your cells are healthy at the same time. So anything healthy with your cells, it doesn't mess with, which is pretty amazing, and it kills anything that's harmful for it. Yes. I mean, I haven't seen too many things, at least brought out in the public, that does those type of things. So
no, it's and this is where we are. This is the reason why I think it's important for us to talk about this topic, because as you did your treatment and I'm ongoing treatment, and this is pretty much maintenance at this moment for me, just to keep the health going. Basically how I came across this was because I started feeling sick a few years back. I used to work down by the World Trade Center, and when that happened, we had no choice but to get to work, and there was no clarity on how the quality of air was, and they said it was good, but however, it was a lie. No. It wasn't good. There's a lot of pollutants.
A lie? They lie? I can't believe the government would lie.
Oops, did I say that? No. But so throughout time, it's just like start feeling fatigued, catching colds, sinus started bothering me, continuous allergies to even hairsprays that I would start sneezing, my eyes would get watery, all of a sudden my sinus will clog up, and that's not normal. And then going to your regular medical doctor, your MD that cares for you, boom, prescription.
Yeah.
Boom, prescription. Oh, you got a sinus infection. Take this antibiotics, and then you take these antihistamines in combination. So basically, that's not good on the body. It's not good on the organs, and basically, I needed to move away from that, because at one point it got to me that that's not helping me. It was making me worse. And you know, getting sick and coming down with these infections, and doing some research and trying to find, you know, something that really works without harming the body, without any side effects. I came across Ozone Therapy, and basically getting the first treatment ever, going into a healing center where this is something new to me, where you're getting something intravenously, a needle goes into your system, and then some oxygen is being pulled through. I was like, wow, this is something new to me. It blew my mind, because I really, you know, I understood the literature and everything that it was telling me, but actually receiving it, it was just the first time. It was like, wow, I felt that peace. I felt cleansing going through my body. It was a different state of mind, clarity at the moment. It just started coming in, and I was just like, wow, this is really, really intense. The side effects that I got, I was able to sleep the night, man.
That's a good side effect.
That's a good side effect. Then, you know, as to continue treatment, I've noticed I had to keep going back to the barber. My hair keeps on growing faster. My nails, I got to keep cutting them on a weekly basis. You know, my skin started to look better. I started looking healthier. My lungs, I started going out. I'm an athlete, so, you know, being in a point where...
When you say you're an athlete, what kind of athlete are you? What are you playing? What kind of sports you playing?
Besides running, I love to play soccer. That's my passion since a child.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, not being able to run a mile without stopping and coughing stuff out, and then trying to get back into it, it's just you lose your momentum.
Yeah,
it's difficult to get back onto that. So what Ozone was doing, it was just reshaping my blood cells, cleaning them up, getting rid of the free radicals, the poison that was in my body. And you know, and how this happens is just basically after you do Ozone, right away you go and pee. 5 minutes guaranteed you have to go and pee. In my experience, every time I get it, it's like that. So what does the pee telling me? It's killing off stuff, because what Ozone does, within the 20 minutes time frame that we have, basically you start feeling your body like being relieved, your clarity, you get this energy, you're like, oh, I'm ready to go out and have fun, you know? It brings also peace, you know, and I've also, my personal experience with others that have been getting treated is like I've seen, like, such as multiple sclerosis being reversed right in front of my eyes. You know, and that's a beautiful thing.
That's a huge thing, because you know you don't hear about people being having anything reversed generally in the mainstream medical profession. I mean, most of it honestly is just something that seems like it's there to medicate you, take your money, and maintain you on the actual medication and seeing the doctors. I mean, modern medicine has its place. It has its place. If I break a bone, I want to go get it reset.
At a hospital, yes.
Yeah, if I'll go get a blood test, see what's going on with there.
Yes.
And then once I find out the results, then I handle it on my own.
Indeed.
You know, that's how I look at it.
No.
Because I don't want a whole bunch of medications in me, and you know, the side effects and.
Well, not only that, it's just like the medications that they give you. These painkillers are an epidemic in the United States. You know, you eventually have known people that have broken bones, and the next thing they know, they have to go to rehab because of the oxycodones they've been prescribed, or the Percocets. You know, it's very addictive. You know, I mean, and that's the problem that we have. I don't want to be part of those numbers, another addict, because they prescribe me this. You know, I don't want to be part of that. So basically, like, you seek other ways to get help in a natural way with zero side effects. Why not?
Or where the side effects are just beneficial, like feeling better, having more energy, and hair growing, things of that nature.
Yeah, your nails growing, like you're ready to go, and you can run. Like now, I can run like 6 miles, no problem.
Oh yeah, we gotta run there, because I run like that too.
Yeah, and I enjoy my run, you know. And then you feel the energy. It's just like before, man. I tell you, I had to stop. I had to really stop. I was done. I was exhausted, fatigued, and that's not normal. No. Being fatigued after a run, no. You're supposed to feel good. You're supposed to continue, that energy continues to flow until you decide to start shutting the body down calmly, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
And, you know, aside from that, I remember some experiences that I had. I remembered during the first time when I started Ozone Therapy, I had a problem with my eye. I had a cyst in my eye, you know? After 3 weeks of doing Ozone Therapy twice a week, on the third week, it disappeared.
Really?
Yes, it disappeared.
That's pretty cool.
And and I was like, awesome.
No laser surgery?
No laser surgery, no antibiotics, because that's
When you say antibiotics, that brings me to another point. Most people in America, at least I can speak on that,
sure.
has had some form of antibiotics, right?
Yes.
And antibiotics pretty much kill off all the negative bacteria, but it also kills off the positive bacteria. So most of us are deficient in positive bacteria, which also causes more ailments. Bad digestion, bloating, bad stool movements, right? So we actually need to replace the bacteria. So ozone actually kills off a lot of the bacteria in your body too. It also kills off a lot of positive ones.
Yes.
So what the doctor actually recommended was to take a supplement to probiotic.
Yes.
Which we take. I know I take Xanajuice. Do you take Xanajuice?
No, I used to take Xanajuice, but what I've been doing is I went through the Global Healing Center, the website, and they have a phenomenal probiotic there. And basically I found because everybody's different. My body's different, is receptive to things than yours, possibly.
Yeah.
That's the beauty about being an individual.
Yeah.
And that did wonders. I've tried the Xanajuice. It takes a little bit of while to get used to it, but
and the smell. And the smell is horrible.
Oh my God. It smells like onions and garlic. I mean, it's phenomenal, but it takes a little quiet to, Yeah. So I'd rather make my own sauerkraut and
It really does smell horrible.
But I'm also, I kind of rotate my supplements, and I rotate also powders that I take, green powders. And recently I found one, it's called Green Vibrance. I don't know if you're familiar.
I am familiar with it, yeah.
Yeah, so I started really using Green Vibrance, and it's awesome because it's 25 billion enzymes, meaning, so that we start taking the probiotics in, that we start replenishing that.
Yeah.
Aside from everything else, because ozone does kill off positive things that we need in our body, but therefore our responsibility is, well, then after that you do your Xanajuice or your probiotic, and you also juice some fresh juice and vegetables.
But see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to actually take that much. It seems like a lot of work when you're talking about juicing and probiotics, and I find that most people won't go that route because of the work.
Right.
We already conditioned for instant everything. So now I have to work. I'm already running away from this ozone thing. I'm already getting a needle, which I'm a little scared of. Then I got to take this other probiotic, and I got to start, taking vitamin C
6 times a day, because that helps clean you out. Yeah.
But people, I have to say that anything worthwhile you have to work for, right? So
you did work very hard for your college degree, right?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Well, they didn't hand it to you, so everything is work.
And I'm glad they didn't hand it to me, because it would have took away a lot of the fun. I think it would have had less value for me.
Right.
If anybody can just go do it, then what's the purpose? So health is something you have to work for.
Indeed.
Every day. It's supposed to be a part of your lifestyle.
Yes.
And taking responsibility. That's the biggest thing in the world. Taking responsibility for your own health, your own well-being. And when you do that, I find that your life improves. Would you agree?
I completely agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's I think that you made a great comment, and you touched on a point about condition. Yes, we all have been conditioned a certain way. We've all been conditioned to take miracle pills, which didn't work. And
anti-miracle
pills. Everybody wants that magic pill, but that doesn't do it. It really is beyond that. It's not about your magic pill. It's not only about your juicing. It's not only about your vitamin C. It's an integration of things. Ozone is part of, for me, I integrate that into my lifestyle because it's beneficial. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. So
when you say you've integrated, let's get back to some of the basics, like how much does ozone cost?
Ozone costs pretty much $100 every session.
Is that good? Is that bad?
I think it depends on the status. It depends. It's bad if you can afford that and you really need the treatment. It's bad.
Yeah.
you know, because it is a little pricey, $100. It could, for those that really are looking for help and are kind of financially strapped, it can be. But if you have insurance, and I understand that United Healthcare covers that 100%.
100%.
They reimburse you once. Well, you have to do the paperwork. Just fill out the paperwork, and they mail you back. They reimburse you. That's what the office said that. And other insurance companies they'll reimburse you, but they'll reimburse you part of it. But United Healthcare apparently does 100%.
Well, maybe I should start looking into United Healthcare because I didn't know. That means they're pretty good service.
Yeah.
Because most health companies, they don't do alternative anything.
No, you're correct about that. But United Health, as far as I'm concerned, and I did confirm that with the desk in the front, and Neil, who's the front runner there, I asked Neil, and he said yes, it's 100% they reimburse you. And there's people who get a check, but you have to fill out the paperwork like you have to do it on that week. Don't do it 3 months later because they will not reimburse you. You have to do it as you go.
Would you recommend Ozone to anybody?
Well, I would recommend Ozone to somebody who has tried different medications that they're not helping. They have a chronic illness. If they have, let's take something very chronic such as cancer or AIDS, HIV, herpes 6, herpes 1 or 2, yes, I highly recommend that. Ozone is the key for you to heal. It is. There's hundreds and thousands, I should say, of testimonies and studies that are archived on different illnesses that ozone has reversed. And I do highly recommend it. Not only that, but there's a lot of people too that don't have a mental clarity. Ozone helps you with that. You can think better, especially in the societies that we live, We live in a society where we have to always think twice before we make certain moves.
That is true. That is true. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking 3 times right now.
Oh, there you go. You see, an increment to the third.
Exactly. That's what a little ozone does. But at the end of the day, ozone is a beneficial thing because it's not only our word, it's the different medical journals that document what's going on with ozone. It's different countries. It's used in 42 different countries.
Yes.
Germany is using it. Germany is using it.
The front runner, yeah.
Yeah, they use it in they put it in their water. They put it. They use it as a post-operation infection unit. Like before they do their actual surgeries, they have oxygen, ozone on it, right?
Yeah, they oxygenate. Yeah, they use the ozone actually to clean their tools.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have surgery, and they also give you some ozone to prevent any infections. And after you're done with the surgery, they also give you ozone just to prevent. Again, you came out of surgery, they open you up, so
And they have the lowest rate of post-infections in the world.
Yes, because of ozone.
Yeah.
And what I was taken back is how Germany does. They go into their main water supply that supplies, say, different parts of the country, and they have put this ozone filtration system in them. So therefore, if we had here in New York City that water filtration system, I would go and drink water right off the faucet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that here. No way, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if they use fluoride there, but fluoride is proliferated here, and it is knocking everything. It's causing a lot of damage. It's causing a lot of it calcifies the pineal gland, right?
Yeah.
So we have all of these negative attributes coming at us all day. We need something to help us, basically.
Indeed, we need something to help us shield, fight off, and to continue to live a healthier life.
Do you know of any celebrities that do it? Celebrities usually bring credibility. I don't know why, but they do because they have the shine. I know George Clooney does it.
George Clooney. I haven't heard of any other person that does that's a celebrity. Besides in the health community, the big celebrity is Gary Null.
Yeah.
He's and not only that, but for those that would like to purchase a DVD that Gary Null has made a documentary on ozone, go to GaryNull.com and check him out. You can get more information through him, through his video that he's made. It's amazing. It's basically, it covers things that we're saying here.
Who's the doctor that you use?
I use Dr. Robbins. He's one of the leading doctors and most experienced in the northeast of the northern hemisphere of the United States. Yeah. That's Dr. Robbins. He's like the main main player in this. Yeah.
Do you consider him to be expensive
I consider him to be fair.
compared to other people's prices?
Yeah, and it's not only that, but it's just that you know, it's New York City. It's New York City, so we got to go with the standard of pricing on a soda for those that drink soda. You know, and I mean, for me, I mean, you know, like water, for example. You know, what, 16 ounces, $2? 16 ounces. That's not even a gallon. You know?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, guys. We're kind of going to end it there. We just wanted to share a little bit with you some of the things that we're doing. You know, it's important to know different things out there, because the more you know, the better off you are. Even if you don't do ozone, at least you know about it, and maybe somebody else has some issues that they're trying everything and it doesn't seem to work. Maybe they can try that. That's what this channel is all about, just sharing experiences.
Yeah, remember, it's only if I knew. Well, now you know. You know, and just to end this on a note as well, it's I just wanted to let you know that ozone therapy is not only for humans. The beauty about it is just it's also for your pets. You know, so if you have a dog, you have a bird, you have a cat, and you know, you've run into a wall with your vet, he tells you no, I cannot help him. Well, he's a liar. I'm sorry. Because.
But maybe he can't help. Maybe he just needs somebody else to help.
Right, and there are vets that do practice ozone therapy, and the vet for my dog, he's a holistic pet center out in Jersey, and he does ozone therapy on animals.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
So
they're actually sticking the needle in the dog.
That's right. Same
Wow.
way. Same way. And you know, the beauty about this is just like, you know, we also have a chronic illness here in this part of the country with Lyme. And Lyme tends to mimic a lot of illnesses. So that's when a lot of medical doctors start hitting walls, and then the patient becomes the guinea pig. And that's problematic, you know, because if you become a guinea pig, you're not getting no results, and pretty much you're working your immune system down and down and down, you know. And don't take our word for it. Do a little bit of research for yourselves and find out that what we're speaking about is not something that we made up. It's true. And at one point in our lives, we were in those that are feeling sick or, you know, wanted to just step up their lives. Just do a little research. Don't take our word for it. And, you know, if you have any questions, shoot an email to Laval, and he will be able to point you towards the right direction. Thanks for inviting me here today, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Man, definitely. If anything, I have a link for you guys at the bottom so that you can actually check out this information for yourself. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.
Thank you.